we have another anime for you. High Rise Invasion, a survival adventure action horror anime, which I gotta say is one of my favorite. Well, not the anime, like one of my favorite genres. The anime's alright. I liked it. I really enjoyed the manga more. The manga is really good, so if you have a chance, definitely check that out. But if you want to just like a sneak peek first, you can watch the anime and then maybe finish off with the manga because the anime is inconclusive at the moment. So I did watch this on Netflix. It is directed by Masahiro Takata, and the anime was written by Toko Machida, while the manga was written by Suina Miura, which I thought was interesting. That was written by two different people, one for the anime and one for the manga. I'm not sure if that's normal. So let's just get right into it. Let me give you a quick summary, a nice little spoiler-free summary, just a little something, a little snippet. So random people are being teleported into this another world. And so they're teleported on top of these skyscrapers, and this whole world is just all skyscrapers connected by suspension bridges. Now, there's no way to get to the bottom floor. They're all blocked off. You can go inside some of the buildings, but you can't get to any of the lower floors. You're just stuck on the top floors. And so once you get teleported to this world, you're trying to figure it out. You're like, what's going on? There's that added horror of these superhuman, superpowered mass people chasing you and hunting you down. So that's the basic premise of this. It's really good if you like survival horror. I personally love it. So just beware, this review is going to be full of spoilers. There's no way I can talk about it without the spoilers because I just want to get right into it, especially since I've read the manga, and I will try not to get into manga territory spoilers, but something may slip, so just beware about that. But I'll definitely try to stick just to the anime spoilers. So when I first read the manga, I read it like maybe a year or two ago, pretty recently. And it was just finished, so it was really good. I was like, I like reading. I prefer reading complete work. There is a sequel to the manga too, which is pretty interesting. I haven't read that yet. I believe it just finished too. So the anime is good. Nowhere near as good as the manga. The anime, the pacing is so fast. It goes at breakneck speed. The main character Yuri goes from like one emotion to the next. Like she's scared 1 minute and all of a sudden she's just a badass that knows how to shoot a gun. I like her. I do. She's definitely OP and a little bit Mary Sue because she just picks up abilities like that. But she's a likable character. I know the fandom is pretty split on her. Some hate her, some like her. I'm the one that likes her, and she is our main protagonist of the story. Now, like, once Yuri gets transported to this new world, she finds out her cell phone still works. So that's good. Cell phones still work, but you can only call other people in the world. And she finds out her older brother is also in this new world, which is like coinciding. Now, Rika, we'll get to Rika later, which is the brother. So she gets this new world. She finds out her phone works, but she also gets attacked by a person in a mask. She gets attacked, so she tries to like flee, and she quickly finds out that the masked people, they aren't trying to kill the people. They're not trying to like just murder you or anything like that, but they are trying to get you to have complete despair and so you can jump off of the skyscrapers. That's their goals. I know it's a little weird, and that actually kind of comes in handy at some points because you could be like, oh no, if they're about to like get you, you'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna jump off. Just watch me go this way, and they'll stop attacking. They'll be like, oh, okay, and you can like do like a fake out. So then she runs into one of the supporting characters. I want to say she is a supporting. She's in like every episode though. Nise Mayako. I don't know how I feel about her. She's okay. She's definitely a badass, but we're introduced to her like just straight up murdering people, and she's just there for herself, you know? She wants to survive, and she'll do anything to survive until she meets our main protagonist, in which she, let's be honest, she falls in love with and will do anything to protect her instead. Now she's pretty cool though. Once you get past that, she's not the nicest person in the world. She's pretty cool. She like even gets like some power. She gets the mask, a defective mask, and she gets like the super strength and abilities. Yeah, so that ends up being Yuri's group, and like she'll meet other people along the way. I like to think there's like three main groups you follow in the anime. So there's Yuri's group, and then you see Rika's group, which is the older brother. I like Rika. You don't see much of him in this anime, but he's so cool. He's just like that cool older brother. He's like the personification of a awesome, cool older brother. He knows everything, these random facts. He has a mallet. He knows how to fight. He is cool. And he really tries. Like, I like that. He's not just like automatically super cool. Like, you can hear someone's like inner monologue or something. He's like, okay, just be cool. Don't show emotions. It's okay. It's okay. Be cool. So I definitely like that about him. Rika is awesome. He has his group of people. They're just a group of randos, to be honest, in the anime. The manga definitely explores more about them. Because you have like the kid with the helmet. There's more about his story. The eye patch kid, the father and daughter. They showed a little bit of the ladies. Well, at least how she got rescued. But you don't really get any of that in the anime. It just kind of, they're just there for the most part. And then like he meets up with some other people too. And then our last group, last but not least, that you follow is Sniper Mask group, or it's a pair, Sniper Mask and Kyon. I always want to call her Corn, and I think in my head I call her Corn, but Kyon. Oh, let's talk about Sniper Mask first. Sniper Mask is awesome. My favorite character. I'm pretty sure he's a fan favorite. He is just the coolest character there. He has, well, obviously a sniper from his name, the Sniper Mask. He's really awesome. And he like really tries to be cool. He has his whole outfit and everything. And he's just like Rika, where like there's this one point where he was gonna die, and he's all like, "Okay, I'm not gonna die like a chump. You're gonna shoot me. Do it right here." Trying to go out like an OG. He was good. He's great, great character. And I don't know if him being so awesome just highlights the faults in Kyon, because she's kind of weak. Like, where Sniper is like super strong and super awesome, Kyon is just there, but she's also useful. She's like towing the line of being not useful and useful. She has the strongest weapon in the anime, but she's the most innocent and naive. Like, she doesn't like killing anyone or any of that stuff. And she's like right on that line for being a damsel in distress, or just being a love interest. But she's not there yet. But you can tell. Just one little push and she'll be there. So I don't know how I feel about her. She's okay. In the manga, she's the same. So I'm like, she gets a little better later on, but that's like later on, and all this other stuff happens. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about her, but I'm glad they paired her up with Sniper, because I feel like if she was just by herself or she was with any other characters, she wouldn't stand out like at all, because she barely stands out right now. So those are basically the three groups, and then Sniper's group and Yuri's group kind of merge like halfway through the anime, which is pretty cool because they are like the best team. They're the A team right there. You got the Sniper with his long range attacks, Yuri and Mayuko with their like hand to hands, or like their short range weapons, guns and knives. And then Kyon is like a backup. She with her secret weapon. So it's like the perfect dynamic, perfect group. And so I totally love them all together. And so then there's the villains of the anime. The villain of the anime, it's hard to say how I feel about him. He doesn't get that much screen time either for being the villain, because they're mostly just trying to figure out what the world is and like the math and all that stuff. And he's there most of the anime, but he's like in the background, he's pulling the strings. And he's a smart guy. And he is I haven't talked about this yet, but so everyone's human, even the mask people. The mask people, they're called mask because they wear masks. But you wear a person, if they put on the mask, they get like super strength and super abilities, but they also become like kind of a brainless, like they're mind controlled, brainwashed, reprogrammed killing machines. While there's also certain people that they're called the ones closest to God, and they put on these like mouthless masks where they can get super abilities too, and sometimes super strength. They get like all these abilities that they have to unlock though later on, and so they have the ability to sort of change the world, but they can control the mask. They control the mask people. So there's one guy, he is one of those special ability guy, that non-mask special abilities, the chosen. He's one of the generic kind of like, oh, I want to be the ruler of the world, only the strong can survive, the weak suck. That kind of guy. He kidnaps the brother, Rika, and like, so this whole time, like, Rika and Yuri have been trying to like meet up because they're like totally different parts of the world. And so they've been trying to meet up this whole time, but things keep just happening. So Rika gets kidnapped by the villain. And this villain's pretty smart. He can control like 30 masks. Normally, there's other people that are chosen to. They can only control like 1 to 5 people or a mask at a time. So this guy's pretty smart. He has like people stationed around. His mask can like communicate and surveillance, are kind of a bit smarter than their average mask. And so he is just trying to get everyone. He is like, okay, I'm gonna be the ruler, so I need to get all these other chosen people, which coincidentally is Yuri and Kyon. But yeah, he's just a generic party villain. I definitely prefer the mask as a villain. I'm a little bummed out that the anime does end on like kind of a cliffhanger. There's definitely a to be continued part. There's the after credits and everything. I'm hoping it does get picked up for season 2. I'm not sure if it has been or not. Cause once they all like meet, all the groups meet up, or Rika, they go try to get Rika, stuff goes down. Things get a little crazy. It's a great anime though. Definitely check it out. Don't be put off by the animation. The animation is pretty basic. It's generic. It's nicely colored. It's brightly colored. I like, I like my brightly colored out anime. But there's nothing unique about it. There's nothing memorable about the animation. It's just there for its purpose. There's a fair bit of gore in it. It is a horror anime. Lots of teenage. Lots. I recommend. Definitely watch, give it a shot, and then once you watch it, tell me, who's your favorite character? Who is your favorite character? Or if you have watched it, who's your favorite character? Like and subscribe, and check out my other videos if you like. Thank you. Peace out.